I have been part of a family of 6 generations for the last 10 years in this area. I've watched the bay deteriorate over the 5 years that the farms have been in. I used to be able to kayak and watch the seaweed swaying and the seagrass swaying. That's all gone now, it's just covered in algae. It was like being on a glass-bottom boat. I just used to look down underneath me and it was just wonderful. You know, I dived the Galapagos and Easter Islands. I went, I don't need to travel halfway across the world. I've got it here on my doorstep. It's amazing. The water's so clear, the fish life is abundant, and the seagrass and the seaweeds are just, you know, different colours and just beautiful. And we're losing all that now. We spoke to Tassal. They tried to blame every other industry in the area for it, whereas they were the only things that had changed in that 18 months was their arrival into the bays. I then started to contact the EPA going, I've got a couple of questions about what I'm seeing in my bays, can you answer them for me? Of course they just came back with generalised answers. So with all the community concerns, we're still not getting any action. So now today we have to bring our own action to the bay to try and save it.
Well, the anti-protest laws passed through the upper house of Parliament last Thursday. It's a very dark day for Tasmania. Those are truly draconian laws. But I couldn't think of a better thing to do on a Saturday morning than to wake up and go to a protest with you, because collective action is the best antidote to those laws. We've had a 10-year salmon growth plan that's sitting there ready to go. There's been a so-called moratorium in place. But what that's really been is time for the big companies to sit around with their lawyers and carve up Tasmania's marine waters.
All around Tasmania, community after community is against this industry. This industry unites Tasmanians across region, across class, in opposition to it. Sea-based salmon farming is on the way out around the world. It has been, in the last year, banned in Argentina because they didn't want to follow the example of Tasmania, banned in the Falkland Islands. It's being phased out in Canada. Land-based salmon farming is the future. Yet here in Tasmania, sea-based salmon farming is only going to grow because our government is too gutless to take the salmon industry on.
We would like to see the removal of these pens. They're not suitable for the area. Even people in the industry look at the area and go, it's not suitable, it doesn't flush. It's 10 kilometres inland from the open ocean. So there's no tidal flow and it's got nowhere to go, and then it just creates these awful algal blooms which then rot down, cover the beds of the seagrass and the seaweed and kill them off.
Come down here and see this for yourself. Go into Long Bay and ask yourself, would any other responsible government on the planet allow a death dealing to the marine ecosystem outfit to come in and destroy it? Because the impact that 16 pens full of Atlantic salmon is to put tons of feces into that beautiful marine ecosystem. And the long-term result of that noise, light and fecal pollution in that beautiful little cove is death for the marine ecosystem.